Crowdfunding: the real story. This is what the press is not reporting: the amount of time, energy, marketing savvy, and work it takes to build an excited and engaged crowd of backers to complete a successful crowdfunding campaign. The pre-launch, a 3 to 6 month preparation stage before the launch of the campaign, is crucial. After years of working on crowdfunding campaigns in many different facets, I have learned this one fundamental rule: crowdfunding is a compound word, and if you don't build an excited and engaged crowd before the launch of your campaign, you will not get the funding you desire. Implementing the pre-launch strategy. There are many steps to creating a pre-launch strategy, and the first step is to create a budget and a timeline. So many people head into crowdfunding campaigns with little knowledge of the cost in both time and capital that this 3 to 6 month process will entail. Always begin with a timeline that realistically documents the tasks, the team member responsible for completing the task, and the time frame that tasks will be completed. This will be the driving force for staying on track while moving along this very labor and time-intensive journey called a crowdfunding campaign. These are the steps that must be completed during the pre-launch phase of the campaign. 1. Create consistent messaging and branding. Every company has a brand, whether they make it a priority or not. A brand is what people think about your product and the impressions they have when hearing or seeing your name. In most cases, your brand is reflected initially in your logo, and then supported by your messaging. These experiences influence attitudes and opinions about your company, product, or service. A good brand is built over time and requires thought, strategy, and consistent implementation. 2. Leverage your social capital from the inside out to ensure 30% of the funding goal is guaranteed by friends, family, and anyone else you can line up to make a financial contribution to your campaign on the day it launches. If you can raise 30% in the first couple of days of your campaign, you significantly increase your chances of reaching your goal. 3. Build an email list. Your email list is the lifeblood of your crowdfunding campaign. The more emails you have, the better, and using social media like Twitter and Facebook ads to drive traffic to a landing page to collect email addresses is vital. Services like MailChimp allow you to send out emails and drive traffic to your campaign page when it launches. 4. Build your crowd using social media that is large enough so you can tap into not only for financial support but also to share your campaign with their followers. Twitter is the most active social network in the crowdfunding sphere. Depending on your funding goal and how many followers you currently have, this process can take several months. The goal is to identify and connect with relevant supporters and build a targeted audience. 5. Run a press release. Create a press release through a service like press release distribution and high-impact media lists. To make your campaign look attractive to journalists, do not send your press release or contact media before you have reached the 30% funding milestone. Journalists don't just write about campaigns so they become successful, they write about successful campaigns in the making. Takeaway. This quick 5-step guide to the pre-launch of a crowdfunding campaign touches on the very basics of what will be required of a creator to manage this long and detailed process of crowdfunding. There are many more in-depth and detailed steps in the process that you should get an experienced coach or consultant to walk you through the crowdfunding campaign process and grab your free ebook, The Crowdfunding Essentials, at projectcrowd.co.